Last year, with the increasing popularity of cooking shows in Korea, there were lots of people who started cooking at home. This year, the new trend is self-interior design. There's lots more people who have started the Our first song on Kevin's Upbeat for Saturday, February 20th was 요리 좀 해요, Cook for Love by K-Will, 정기고, Young and Brother Sue. Alright guys, hello, I'm Kevin, and like I mentioned in the opening, there are some more and more people getting into self-interior decorating and design. Some build and make their own furniture or buy small props to decorate their homes. And it's not just a trend here in Korea, but it's a trend and hobby that can put anyone in a good mood. So don't think it's too difficult or hard, but start with the little things and make subtle changes in this weekend. Think about it as you listen to the show today. And here's how you can tune in. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, 88.7 in Jeju, 80.1 in Sugipo, 101.9 in Daejeon, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. You can also tune in to us from New York and the US via SMBUS.com or SMB Radio. On weekends, we can also listen in from Radio Korea in Los Angeles and Hawaii. Love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on the Upbeat message board at www.arirangradio.com/upbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Today, we are having a Once Upon a Time in the first half, and second half, we are going to have Tell Me Something, the segment. Alright guys, let's start with 널 사랑하겠어. I Choose You, I Choose to Love You by Lee Ji-young, and 내 눈물 모아 With My Tears by Lin. Welcome abroad, a time machine of Once Upon a Time. Starting this week, we'll be turning back time once a week. Bon voyage! On this segment, we take a trip down memory lane like our grandmothers do, and they tell us the stories of good old days. Today, we're going back to February 2008. Now, what were the biggest headlines of February 2008? Now, first up, South Korea's #1 national treasure, Songnyemun Gate set on fire. On the last day of a Lunar New Year holiday in 2008, on February 10th, the man with some dissatisfaction over some land compensation set the gate on fire and was completely destroyed. Now, Lee Myung-bak, 17th President of Korea, inaugurated. Now, on February 25th, over 100 politicians and 50,000 Korean citizens were at the inauguration ceremony for Lee Myung-bak at the National Assembly. He vowed to make a government who knew how to do good work. Now, let's take a listen to a song, Lie by Kavi and Jay, and 기억을 걷는 시간, Time Walking on Memory by Nell. Now that was Lie by Gavi and Jay and 기억을 걷는 시간, Time Walking on Memory by Nell. You're listening to Once Upon a Time. Let's take a look at the major entertainment news of that time. First up, comedian Do Hong-cheol assaulted on the streets. On his way home, Do Hong-cheol was assaulted on the streets by the man nearby. He was in a serious condition, even fracturing his ribs. After some investigation, the man who assaulted him was said to be suffering from schizophrenia. So, actors Ji-sung and Lee Bo-young admitted to dating. After some paparazzi photos of the two together came into the spotlight in February of 2008, the two admitted to dating, and actors starred in 2004 drama The Last Dance with Me and were interested in each other, but officially started dating in December 2007 after Ji-sung was discharged from the military. Now that's it for today's entertainment news of February 2008. Here's one more time by Jewelry and 너는 내 운명, You're My Destiny by Haha. That was one more time by Jewelry and 너는 내 운명, You're My Destiny by Haha. We're traveling back through time with our Saturday segment with Once Upon a Time. Let's take a look at the music charts of February 2008. Now, first up, number 7, Wonder Girls' Tell Me. Tell me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The title track of Wonder Girls' first full-length album, this was a song that took disco sounds from 70s and transformed it into a trendy song. The group wore disco-inspired clothing and also matching dance, making it a popular song across all different generations. Number 6, Haha's 너는 내 운명, You're My Destiny. 너는 나의 태양. After being in a spotlight as a TV personality, Haha released a sweet winter love song, which is said to have been inspired by his own love story. Alright, number 5, 김동률's 다시 시작해보자. Let's start again. This is a song from his 5th album, the first album he released after 4 years away from the music scene. He said he wanted to fill this album with songs that his fans could listen to comfortably, and again it proved to be another hit ballad track with his own distinct style. Alright, number 4, Kabuki, Turtles, Sing Lala. Rising to be one of the Korea's most fun-loving, energetic group, this song was the title track of their 5th album. This came after their previous song Airplane set a new record for the number of TV appearances for performances. Alright, number 3, Brown Eyed Girls is Love. This song is an electric dance track, and the group enlisted the help of Sain Binary, one of the pioneers of the electronic music scene. Member Video also helped to write the lyrics, showing off another side of the group's musicality. Number 2, 소녀시대 Girls' Generation's Kissing You. This song was a part of a group's first full-length album, along with the track Girls' Generation. It was a song that showed up the group's cute and bubbly side, and still named one of the top tracks. Alright, we'll find out the top song of February 2008 after listening to Love by Brown Eyed Girls and Tell Me by Wonder Girls. Brown Eyed Girls is Love and Tell Me by Wonder Girls. You're listening to Once Upon a Time. Now, what was the top song of February 2008? It was Park Ji-yeon's 보고 싶은 날에, The Days I Miss You. 너를 보고 싶은 날엔 leader of VOS, one of the most beloved and talented vocal groups, released the single as a solo artist. The song lands him on the first spot, number 1 spot on the many music programs, beating out many idol groups. It was the song that he got his name out there as an individual, not merely as a member of VOS. The time machine of Once Upon a Time is returning to the present. Join me again next week, guys, and here's 보고 싶은 날엔, The Day I Miss You by Park Ji-yeon. 너를 보고 싶은 날엔. That was 보고 싶은 날엔, The Days I Miss You by Park Ji-yeon. Alright, here's 2 more songs for you guys. With You by Chris Brown and Love Song by Sarah Bareilles. That was With You by Chris Brown and Love Song by Sarah Bareilles. And here was one last song from Kim Dong-yul, 다시 시작해보자. Let's start again before coming back with the Tell Me Something. Baby bounce, bounce, baby bounce, bounce, baby bounce, 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 baby bounce, bounce, baby bounce, bounce. Everybody listen to my voice and just follow the beat. Throw your hands in the air like you don't care and get ready to move your body like this, like that, like this, like that, come on, like this, like that, like this, and like that. Ooh, feels so good tonight with full of flavor and music. You're welcome to my world, just listen to my words. You will like it, you like it, girl. Welcome back to the second hour of Hot Beats. That was Tiptoes by Jamie D. And let me tell you again how you can tune in. We've got FM stations in Jeju-do Island, 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. If you're in a Busan area, tune into EFM 90.5. If you got a smartphone, just search for Arirang Radio in your app store. It's a free app. You can listen to our program on the move and leave your comments through the smartphone Arirang Radio app. Also, you can listen to Arirang Radio through TuneIn. It's an online radio service site with 40 million users worldwide. You can download TuneIn through Google Play or the App Store. Love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on the Happy Message board at www.arirangradio.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Alright, here is 사각지대 warning sign by Teen Top and 일주일 1 week by After School. On this segment, we get to talk about anything we want with one theme each week. It's Tell Me Something. Now, this week's Tell Me Something topic is the most touching moments of my life. We'll be talking about moments or times in your life that your friends, boyfriends, or girlfriends, family, or even co-workers did something for you that touched you. Now, we will read that message after listening to 느낌이 좋아, Feels So Good by Halo, and 두근두근, Peter Pat by Laboom. 느낌이 좋아, Feels So Good by Halo, and 두근두근, Peter Pat by Laboom. Alright, you're tuning in to Tell Me Something. This week's topic is the most touching moments of my life. Let's start from ASDD90 from Japan. It was my birthday and my friend told me to come over to her house, saying that she was going to cook me dinner. I went without expecting anything, but when I walked inside her house, it was decorated with balloons and beautiful decorations. And she prepared a full course meal for me, started with my favorite mushroom soup, fresh salad, and thick delicious steak. I cried because I wasn't expecting her to have prepared all of this. This was actually during the time that I had just broken up with my boyfriend and was feeling pretty down. I think my friend wanted to do something special for me to lift my spirits. You have one right friend. Because I don't have a friend who can cook for me. Ew. Lucky you. Yeah. Because there's if you have a friend like that who can cook, yeah, it's gonna be so wonderful. Russians ask from Russia. The most touching moments of my life are associated with kids. After reading today's topic, I immediately remember the first time when I was holding a small child in my arms. It was the first child of my best friend. She has 3 lovely children now. I live far, very far away from them, but I hope that we'll be able to see each other more often in the future because they always make me happy more than anything else. I want to have my many children too. I think 4 is a good number, isn't it? Wow, 4. I don't know. Of course. If you can have many children as you can, just go for it. But, wow. I'm thinking 2 or 3, but I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Ijian from Korea. It was the first time I went on a trip to Europe. I saved up lots of money working on my part-time job, and I had booked only the cheapest hotels and guest houses to save money. My older brother, who was never expressed and particularly caring towards me, came into my room one day and tossed an envelope on my desk. I looked inside, and there was a lot of money, a lot more than I could imagine. My brother had never been to Europe himself, so I'm sure he must have been jealous, but he still made sure to give me some spending money. I was so touched by it. Nice brother. Yeah. Because there's no brother that will, give you some money to your sister. Well, I mean, there are, but I mean, it's not often. So lucky you. Lucky you. It's good that you have a brother. Yes. All right, here's number 1 by Kim Yerim and 솔직히 말할까, Honestly by Monster X, narration by Tasom. All right, that was number 1 by Kim Yerim and 솔직히 말할까, Honestly by Monster X, narration by Tasom. Let's continue with Mumu78 from Japan. Even when I get really sick, sometimes I still just have to go to work because I'm a working woman. I just barely made it to work, but my coworker and friends looked at me and told me I shouldn't be at work. She talked to my boss and said she'd do my work for me that day. So they should just let me go home. She even put me into a cab and made sure I made it home okay. I was so thankful and so touched. It's not easy to do someone else's work for them. I know because I've always done it before. I also done it before. Oh, wow. You have nice co-workers around you. Because like normally, yeah, like you said, there's like nobody else that will help you out with your work. But you have a really nice friends and co-workers. Lucky you. Green Tree, one from China. Because I live alone, it's really hard for me to go grocery shopping because it's such a pain carrying all those heavy grocery bags back home. I was lugging my shopping bags when a man opened the door for me so that I could get through the door. He asked me where I was going, and when I told him I was going to the bus stop, he just grabbed one of my shopping bags out of my hand and carried it for me. I can't forget how much my heart was fluttering that day. Wow, maybe he was interested in you. Ooh, you never know. You never know your destiny. Yeah. Sodayon from Korea. I was most touched when I got home really late one day. My bed has an electric heating blanket. My mom turned it on for me before I got home so that it would be warm by the time I went to sleep. She even left me a plate of fruit on my desk in case I get hungry. When I'm really stressed out from work, she always writes me a little note of encouragement telling me that she loves me and always touched by those small things she does for me. Love you, Mom! Yes, always mother's best. Yeah. They never tells what they've done for you, but they do it secretly. Yeah. They never tell you in front of you. Yeah. That's just love. That is love from your parents. Yes. Be good to your parents, guys. Shiho00 from Japan. We're not together anymore, but I had a boyfriend who really made me feel touched. He prepared matching couple rings for us on my birthday and even gave me a letter. 2 pages long, full of his handwriting. I've never seen such a moving, touching letter. It was more touching than any other gift that I could ever receive. I didn't know how precious that relationship was back then and asked to break things off first, but I wonder how he's doing these days. Well, seems like your ex-boyfriend is, he haven't finished with his feelings yet. It's just, I don't know why you guys broke up, but, I think he's a nice guy. Yeah. But, what can you do? You guys are broke up already. Sad. We'll be right back after listening to Love Me Like You Do by Little Mix and Somebody Loves You by Charlie Wilson. Love Me Like You Do by Little Mix and Somebody Loves You by Charlie Wilson. And this week's topic is the most touching moments of my life. Alright, let's read on a message from Peana from Korea. There was a long period of my life I spent unemployed. During this time, one of my friends planned out a trip for me, and it was 1 night, 2 days. And she reserved the train tickets, hostel arrangements, and looked up all the best restaurants to eat. She just told me to sit back and enjoy the trip. My friend was working part-time at a job at the time, and I knew she wasn't making a lot of money, but the fact that she used most of it for me, I was so touched, and I will never forget that trip we took together. We had that moment back then. When I was trainee, I was having a hard time. My friend came from Australia and he bought everything for me. It's just you gotta pay back one day. But yeah, it's good that you have a good friend around you. Oily5 from Japan. I was touched by my dog, Happy. He cannot talk, of course, but he knows how I'm feeling. When I'm feeling a little down or upset, he doesn't leave my side and keeps touching my face with his paws. And he always sleeps with me on those days. When I'm crying under the blankets, he'll come next to me and start whining, as if he's crying along with me. Seeing him really lifts my spirits. Yes, dogs are smart pets. Yeah. And whenever, owner, or should I say, somebody from family, feels a bit upset like you, they always comes up to you and make you happy. I love pets. Green Love from China. My boyfriend loves taking photos and takes a lot of great photos of me, and he likes to print out the photos and put them in the photo album to give to me. And I already have 7 of those photo albums. To think that these albums are full of those moments that would have passed by without being remembered otherwise. I'm always so touched by his efforts and love for him. Lucky you have a wonderful boyfriend, and yes, he's loving you, definitely. He likes to memorize, keep the memory by photos. I mean, that is a great hobby. We had more messages sent to us as well. Thank you very much. And here's I Need You by Sia. Sia duet with Hogak and 밥은 제때 먹는지. Are You Eating Well by Red Apple. I Need You by Sia, duet with Hogak, and 밥은 제때 먹는지. Are You Eating Well by Red Apple. Today we talked about the most touching moments of my life. For me, well, since my birthday is coming soon, of course, I will be very touched from all your messages and all the supports, even now, like from my fans out there, and all the supports that I get from and the love from our fans, and also my friends and families. Even if I'm, not doing well, they trust me no matter what I do, and they always gives me encouragements. I think that's the best part of my life. And thank you for everything that you guys done for me, and I will do my best to make it out in the future. And as music-wise, as me, Kevin, and I'll just do my best. Thanks for all that support, guys, and it's time to tell you the next week's topic. It's the moments when I think I'm pretty awesome. We all make mistakes every day, and sometimes we can be lazy, but there are some moments in our lives that we look back and think, wow, I'm pretty awesome, or I'm pretty good person. Maybe when your makeup looks really good on your particular day, or when you see yourself completely focused, immersed in a project. When do you think you look or feel the most awesome? Let us know on our message board by leaving your message with Tell Me Something and the subject. And our last song for this segment is Royal Pirates, Dangerous. Alright, that was Royal Pirates' Dangerous, and it's already time to close with one last song from Life and Time as my loving city. And I'll be back tomorrow with the segment Listener's Choice and Kevin's. Hope you enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. 안녕!